Yeah, so my name is Cody Carver. I'm the director of Greenville Together. Greenville Together is our community's new collaborative initiative focused on functionally ending homelessness in our community. We have a bold goal of rehousing 80 unsheltered households by the end of 2025. Absolutely. So Greenville Together was born out of a recognition that our current way of responding and approaching homelessness simply wasn't meeting the needs of our community. And we recognized that we needed to adapt, we needed to evolve, we needed to be innovative in our approaches and our responses to homelessness in our community. We did that by pulling together a large task force of community members from every sector in our community, all the way from business leaders, local government, nonprofit service providers, and those with lived experience of homelessness to analyze our current response system, look at the gaps, and really focus on how do we close those gaps and bring in new, fresh, innovative approaches to our response system. So in 2025, we're currently working through a one-year action plan that has 6 strategic action areas in that plan. At the heart of our plan is what we're calling a housing surge, which is an urgent citywide effort to rapidly rehouse 80 unsheltered households by the end of this year. So far, we launched that housing surge 10 weeks ago, and we've already housed 20 unsheltered households, which equates to 32 people in our community that now no longer have to guess where they're going to sleep tonight. We're moving in an unprecedented timeline because we know that our community desperately needs help and that housing cannot wait. The most important part is not just getting these folks housed, but keeping them housed by wrapping them in intensive case management and supportive services for up to 2 years throughout the program. So we're taking a very hands-on approach and a holistic case management approach as well to these participants. We have a dedicated position, which is an income and benefits specialist that focuses solely on growing the participants' income throughout the 2 years of the program, connecting them with higher paying employers, maybe connecting them and tapping into mainstream benefits they may not have been aware of or accessing. The goal of the program throughout 2 years is to reach self-sufficiency, to achieve upward economic mobility, working with the clients hands-on and holistically to do whatever we have to do to ensure self-sufficiency by the 2 years of the program. So at the heart of this initiative truly is that our community cannot solve homelessness alone by just one agency taking this on, or even the nonprofit sector alone cannot solve homelessness. So we recognize that homelessness is complex, it's multifaceted, and we need our entire community coming together to really tackle this issue on one accord. So we have so many partners that come together to make this work happen. Rebuild Together alone is not just housing the households. It takes organizations like Swamp Rabbit Movers and Miracle Hill Ministries that help us move into the apartment units with the participants. It takes the city of Greenville donating a massive warehouse to help us store the furniture and stage the furniture into the units. It takes organizations like Aura Hotels that have actually supplied and donated the furniture. So it truly is a community-wide collaborative initiative to help us house those in our community that need it the most. I am so proud of our community showing up and not accepting homelessness as part of our everyday reality, but realizing that we have the opportunity right here, right now, to do something differently about this issue. And so are we going to continue to be a community that turns away from homelessness or really leans into this issue, listens to the voices of those with lived experience, and to innovate and to be bold in our approaches when it comes to solving homelessness? I believe this is Greenville's opportunity right here, right now, to continue to write the rich legacy of what kind of community that we're going to be. My goal at the end of the day is to see Greenville make the top 10 list of places in our community that have functionally ended homelessness. I believe that is within reach for our community, and that will be a fantastic legacy to continue to leave here at Greenville. Our community can lean in and support this work in so many ways. The first way is supporting the work financially. Greenville Together supplies a fully furnished move-in to the participants that we're rehousing, so that way they aren't just moving into 4 empty walls. And so to provide that furniture and furnishings and to sustain the housing placement, that takes monetary support. Additionally, we're also looking for landlords and housing providers that may have housing units available that are willing to partner with us to help participants exiting homelessness in their housing journey. Additionally, it's really powerful to engage in the work of changing the narrative around homelessness in our community, to have those tough and courageous conversations with our neighbors and with our colleagues about the work that Greenville Together is doing, but also about the root causes of homelessness, who is experiencing homelessness, and why. These narratives that exist around homelessness are detrimental to the work that we're doing, and it's really important to educate our community on the realities and the truths of homelessness and rebuild.